that when people are like, but why are you a feminist? Because it is part of my ancestral intellectual legacy and heritage to be so. I'm not going to leave my ancestors' intellectual labor on the table because white feminists are racist today. They've always been racist. Some of them have been better than others. Some of them have had a better critique than others. Some of them have been down for the struggle for liberation. But the people who are mediocre at their politics are never the marker of whether or not you should.
Yes, welcome back. Recently, multiple newspapers have pulled the popular office commentary after its creator Scott Adams made racist comments in his podcast and then doubled down on them. According to this article published by Fox News, if nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to the poll, not to me, that is a hate group. Adams said during his Coffee with Scott Adams vlog referring to a Rasmond poll published this week, that is a hate group. I don't want anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I can give to white people is to get the hell away from black people, he continued. I will play the video so you can understand exactly what is going on. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. And if possible, why not share this clip?
Are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll. That's a hate group. That's a hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the wherever you have to go, just get away. Because there's no fixing this. This can't be fixed. Right? This can't be fixed. You just have to escape. So that's what I did. I went to a neighborhood where, I have a very low black population. Because unfortunately, there's a high correlation between the density. And this is according to Don Lemon, by the way. So here I'm just quoting Don Lemon when he notes that when he lived in a mostly black neighborhood, there were a bunch of problems that he didn't see in white neighborhoods.
Respect where you live. Start small by not dropping trash, littering in your own communities. I've lived in several predominantly white neighborhoods in my life. I rarely, if ever, witness people littering. I live in Harlem now. It's an historically black neighborhood. Every single day I see adults and children dropping their trash on the ground when a garbage can is just feet away. Just being honest here.
So even Don Lemon sees a big difference in your own quality of living based on where you live and who's there. So I think it makes no sense whatsoever as a white citizen of America to try to help black citizens anymore. It doesn't make sense. It's no longer a rational impulse. And so I'm gonna back off from being helpful to black America because it doesn't seem like it pays off. Like I've been doing it all my life, and the only outcome is I get called a racist. That's the only outcome. It makes no sense to help black Americans if you're white. It's over. Don't even think it's worth trying. Totally not trying. And there we go. You didn't expect that today, did you? But those who don't want to focus on education, you just need to get away from them. Just get as much distance as you can. That's my recommendation. And I'm also really sick of seeing video after video of black Americans beating up non-black citizens. I realize it's anecdotal, and it doesn't give me a full picture of what's happening. But every damn day I look on social media and there's some black person beating shit out of some white person. I'm kind of over it. I'm over it. Right? So I quit.
Yes, he sent this out on Twitter. Is it racist to avoid racists who are the same race as each other? Question mark. Or is it only racist if the racists you are avoiding are white? This is what Elon Musk asked simultaneously, an interesting question and a tongue twisted. That was what Elon Musk wrote under this. It's a serious question. The way the mainstream media interpreted what he said here, you realize, I don't know if they actually understood what he is struggling to do or the message he was struggling to pass. They are actually black people who openly say they don't like white people. I don't want to say this behind. I interact with black people every single day. They say it clearly. At a certain point, there can be some white people saying, I don't like black people. I want us to look at the situations, in both ways. But that should not even be happening. Why should you hate a fellow human being? Unless somebody does something to you, at that time you can say, no, I don't like your character, not hating the person. I believe that is how it's supposed to be. He continued to say, for those who say, I don't like white people, that is a hate group. For those who say, I don't like black people, that is a hate group. Why should I continue to help those who openly say this? Immediately, you'll be cancelled. So you understand exactly how the mainstream media read their things. They don't see things just the right way. I might be wrong in my analysis of this video. I want you to know your opinion under the comment sections, what you think after watching this video.
In the aggregate, right? The real sort of issue here, and I've heard people sort of say it, is one, I think that white people viscerally fear. It's not that white people don't know, right, what they have done. They know. They fear that there is no other way to be human but the way in which they are human, which is to, so, like you talk to white people and whenever you really want to have a reckoning about it, they say stuff like, it's just human nature. If y'all had all of this power, you would have done the same thing, right? And it's like, no, that's what white humans did. White human beings thought there's a world here and we own it. Prior to them, Black and brown people have been sailing across oceans, interacting with each other for centuries without total subjugation, domination, and colonialism. Right? We have seen what a show this iteration of treatment of other human beings means, and that my hope is that we would do it differently, in the moments when we have some power.